Hi everyone, it's Holly and I'm back with my 2016 What I Got for Christmas and my birthday book haul. With my book haul, it's a little late because my family celebrated, part of my family celebrated Christmas late this year since we are not all in the same place and we still want to kind of like enjoy it together. I got a ton of books and the majority of them are from my mom and then my sister and brother-in-law. I actually don't think anyone else bought me books. I'm grateful. I have no idea where I'm going to put all of these books. Like I have my coffee table is like 4 crates put together, like milk crates kind of, and that's my like TBR shelf, and it's pretty full and I don't know where any of these will go. I'll try to remember who gave me what, but I'm not sure I can remember. So this I do remember my sister got me for my birthday. She got me Shadow Study and Night Study. I don't know which one is in which order. I don't know. These are a continuation of the Poison Study series, which I haven't finished because I'm like putting it off like a crazy person. And I believe there is a 3rd book that's supposed to be coming out this year. I really love the Poison Study series so far and I'm excited to have these. Although, can I say, we were talking about this, they're both like trade paperbacks, but they're different sizes, they're different textures, but they're like obviously the same like cover style, so I don't know why they're different. It's so weird. My sister, or my mom, bought me Mortal Heart by Robin Lefevers, I don't know. This is the last book in the His Fair Assassins series, and last year she got me the 2nd book, Dark Triumph, so now I have the 3rd one, and I read that one last year, so I will hopefully read this one this year and finish the series. And then my mom bought me See How They Run by Ellie Carter, which is the 2nd book in her Embassy Row series. The first one is All Fall Down. And it's so funny. This is like the UK edition, I'm assuming. It came from the UK, so I assume this is the UK edition. And I am fine with that. It's so, she's like, your book came from the UK. It's so weird. But it came with like a bookmark and like a little book plate and everything. So, but a book is a book, so I am fine with it. It's actually a little big. I think that the font might be a little bigger in this because I've seen this book in like Barnes & Noble and I think it's closer to the size of the first one, which is pretty thin. Which I haven't even read the first one because I'm just like kind of waiting because I'm crazy like that. And my sister got me this. She got me Cream of the Crop by Alice Clayton, which is the 2nd book in the Hudson Valley series. The first one is Nuts. And I love Alice Clayton, obviously. And she said she was like embarrassed to buy this. And then there was a few books she said she was embarrassed to read or to buy. She bought them on Amazon. So I'm like, I don't even understand. But I have no shame. No shame. My sister also bought me It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I usually buy her books right away when they come out, but I was in a weird reading mood this year, so I was trying really hard not to spend a lot of money on books. Also, I didn't have a lot of money. I still don't have a lot of money. So normally I would have bought this like on release day, but I'm holding out, so I can read it now. This whole stack is for my sister and my brother-in-law. This is Roman Crazy by Alice Clayton and Nina, I think it's Bocci, a contemporary romance, I think. I think it's going to be like a series. I think it's called like Something Abroad or something like that. I don't know. I've never read anything by Nina, I'm going to say Bocci, if I feel like that's wrong though. But I love Alice Clayton, so I thought when I saw this that I would give this a try, and if I like it, maybe I will check her out. I read the synopsis, but I don't remember what it was. Obviously, that's why I asked for it. I asked for all of these, by the way. It's not like they were randomly picked for me. Again, same people. I got Torn by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which is the 2nd book in the Wicked trilogy. Last year, I think it was her, got me the first one, Wicked, which I have not read yet. I've been kind of like waiting again just in case, like what if there's cliffhangers and I can't handle them or anything like that. So hopefully this year I will read it, and this is like one of those like buttery soft covers that I like am obsessed with. They're just like so smooth and I just like love petting them like a freak. And then the last book from them, I got Fire in You by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And this series is killing me. Can somebody please explain to me? Oh, this one looks kind of self-published. Okay, I think this is a self-published. That would explain why it's in this format. It's again that like buttery soft. I don't know if authors get to pick their like cover type when they do self-published, because hers are like this a lot. I don't know, because I would assume that it's more expensive to do that, but I don't know. And so what I was trying to say about these is sometimes they're in mass market paperback, sometimes they're in these trades, and it's very frustrating to like have them be like that. But this started with Wait for You, and that was a trade paperback published by William & Morrow. And then it turned into mass market paperback published by Avon, which is part of William & Morrow, I believe. But this is self-published, it looks like. So that kind of makes more sense. I like this series. I like it a little bit less as we go along. Like the beginning books are definitely my favorites, but it's still a solid series. Obviously it's Jennifer L. Armentrout, so I'm on board. And then the rest of these are from my mother. Yay! So I got Remembrance by Meg Cabot, which I guess means I need to finish my reread of the Mediator series, where I only read one of them. My mom bought me the whole Mediator series last year for Christmas in 2015. Well, not all of it. She bought like two. There was one she didn't. I already had books 1 and 6, I think. And then she couldn't find number 2. So I ended up finding it on like eBay. But this is like a new book that Meg Cabot wrote about the characters like later as adults. And I'm not going to say much because I don't want to like spoil the series as a whole. But I'm very excited. It's like a paranormal series. It's pretty funny. But I want to reread the original series before I go into this. But I had read that series a few times when I was younger, like in high school and college, and I remember really, really liking it. So I'm excited to have this in my collection. And then she bought me The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. Just a young adult, like contemporary novel. I like Morgan Matson, but I kind of like have to be in the mood to read her books. Last year my mom bought me Since You've Been Gone, which I've not read yet. So I'm sure I will read them eventually. But this title, or this cover, is so cute. And look at the back cover. Oh my gosh, beautiful. She also got me The Epidemic by Suzanne Young, which is the second book to The Remedy, which I also own. I think I bought that when it released, and I have not read it because I assume it ends on a cliffhanger. And so I was waiting for this one so that I could read it. Those are, I feel like, also are going to have to be books that I read on the weekend instead of books that I read during the work week, because they tend to be, this is like a prequel to the program, and the program and the treatment, it's a duology, but the program really hit me emotionally, so I'm a little afraid that this will do the same, and that's just not the kind of place I want to be in mentally when I'm having to go to work. And then my mom bought me Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, the first book in her Dark Artifices series, and I have successfully avoided like everything about this. Don't spoil me. It's huge. It is massive. I do not know if I'm going to read this right away. I think I've talked about this before, how I have basically waited for the series to complete for all of these, and that was so when I first started reading Cassandra Clare, the main trilogy before it became something else was already out for the Mortal Instruments, so it was like complete. So I bought the box set and I read them and I loved them. And then she said she was going to do another set of books, and I decided to wait. And then I did the same thing with the Infernal Devices. I decided to wait. So leading up to City of Heavenly Fire's release, I reread the first 3 Mortal Instruments books. I read all 3 of the Infernal Devices, and then I read City of Fallen Angels and City of Lost Souls, and then I just had to wait like a month or so for City of Heavenly Fire to come out. And I was very happy with that, because she tends to do like horrible cliffhangers, and she's not the fastest writer in the world, which is fine. That is her prerogative. She can do whatever she wants, and she's usually writing multiple series. So I just don't know if I'm going to read this or just wait until they all come out. But I don't know, it's so hard. I don't know what to do. I take cliffhangers very hard, and I know a lot of readers do, but like I can't get out of them, so they tend to really like bother me. And the last book I got Trader Angels by Anne Blankman, and I had to get this. I wanted it so bad just after reading Prisoner of Night and Fog and Conspiracy of Blood and Smoke by her. She is such a beautiful writer, and I was just like, whatever, if you release a book, I'm gonna have to read it because it has to be beautiful. So I did get this, and again, this is probably one I'm going to have to read on the weekend because those other books were super emotional reads for me. But I'm very excited to have these. I'm very excited for all of these books. I'm very grateful for everything that I got. I just am blown away when I look at the amount of books that I was given, the amount of gifts I was given by people, and I am so grateful, especially since I have not been able to buy myself a lot of books, and probably going into this new year I will not be buying a lot of books. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great holiday, whatever it is you celebrate, or a great winter. And I hope you are having a great 2017. Thank you so much for watching. If you have read any of these books and have any thoughts that are non-spoilery on them, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching. Bye.